ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Speaker, so I'm going to get straight to the point. Like, why make it mandatory, right? Because this husband and wife already have rooms in their house, but yet they are not sexually active. This is the big problem they are facing. That's why we're going to make it mandatory, right? However, in this case, we are making it mandatory, but not at such a serious level, right? Because in this case, we are making it mandatory only to watch football and to go shopping. I'm going to tell you what really the main reason why they want this to happen. They have failed to engage with us that we actually want a mutual understanding and then cohesion. So what if you don't understand football? So what if they generally do not get the idea of shopping? We will give them time to learn, we will give them time to develop their love for football, because I know everybody will develop a love for football. About 70% of people in the group already love football, and especially all of our edges right here. And I generally know that her husband will love shopping some ladies and gentlemen. The thing is, when we give them a platform to actually understand each other, this is how it promotes the relationship. It creates a betterment of relationship itself. And it really means to myself and relax it down. On the second point, right, how they say, on my second argument, where they say more divorces will happen. They have to prove towards that more divorces will happen. Or they say that they will be annoyed with their husband, they will be annoyed with their wife. This is not the big factor. This is not the main point. However, the reason why less divorce happen is girls generally like it when one of them takes off his shirt and flexes in the middle of the feet. They like football. And men generally like looking good. That's why they follow their wife shopping.
So,
okay, fine, yes,
what are you going to do then when these people don't accept and will never accept the idea of football or shopping? Will that create disparity within the relationship?
Okay, thank you. The thing is, when you do not make it mandatory, they will never ever get it. But when we make it mandatory, eventually they're going to get the idea someday. They're going to develop the love, or they're going to develop the interest they have, they're going to develop the interest that the husbands and wives have itself, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we believe that, yeah, when guys go shopping, the reason why guys will eventually like shopping, because they generally like to look good. They generally like to look good to go to offices. No, thank you. They like to look good to go to offices. They dislike watching 24 men run for one single ball on the field. I do not get the logic of that, but yes, they do like it. 22, thank you. Another thing, right? They fail to understand that football is a major part of man's life and shopping is a major part of women's life itself. But because they do not get the idea of football itself, that's why they believe so. Doesn't we want to create a platform where their husbands will teach them how football actually is, give them the idea of how football is truly a sport where a lot of people actually like it. Create a platform of mutual understanding and cohesion. Because actually going back to my second argument, how with our proposal, there will be less divorce happening. The reason why they're going against, no, when they go against our proposal, they are not even giving us a suggestion, a proposal, but it will create more mutual understanding and cohesion within the relationship itself. Because football is a major part of man's life, and shopping is a major part of ladies' life. No, thank you, sit down.
POI?
No, thank you. This is a major part of ladies' life, and you have not told us how they will create a mutual understanding and cohesion with these two factors itself. Yes, we do agree that divorce happens with a lot of other factors, but we believe these two factors are the most impactful and the most powerful factors that will integrate the relationship itself. If I were to go to the mama to watch football, right, and my wife is not with me, if Germany loses, if Netherlands loses, I fought the Dutch by the way, if Netherlands loses, I'll be depressed in the what you're my guy friends actually go there, I'm going to give you a hug, come on man, it's okay. I want to hug me when Netherlands actually lose, but this is why we need our wives consoling us at football matches. And when, as our announcement now, when the best shoes, the best dresses in shopping complexes, I'll go out. If I were following her, if I were a good husband and say, come on, let me buy you chocolate, let me buy you roses, let me buy you something else. No, thank you. Sit down, please. I'll buy you something else instead when you go shopping, right? This is how the mutual understanding and cohesion comes to play when you actually force them to do something like this. Because if you never make it mandatory, they will never do it. It's a fact of reality that if you don't give them the platform to get the idea of football, they will never ever get the idea of football. And now, how we said that they brought up, thank you, they brought up how counseling is subjective and also that with a lot of people use a lot of money on counseling. So basically, is it wrong to invest in your relationship? Is it wrong to invest in your husband and wife itself? Is it wrong to invest in the betterment of your relationship? They have failed to prove first that they will provide a better way to create the same love without actually proposing a suggestion like what we are doing right now. one more thing, they have to understand the nature of love, right? The thing is, they themselves do not understand the nature of love. It's sad to say, I'm sorry, but you have to accept the fact of reality that guys love football, women love shopping. And when girls do not like football, it's a major no for guys, right? And when guys do not like shopping, girls tend to go to a stage where they decrease in their love for the husband. At least because we do not want to have something. This is why we understand the nature of love. That it's sad to say that love is built on these kind of things, right? But it's a fact of reality that we have to face something different. And
so
also, okay, yes.
Do you agree that without football and without shopping, there can exist a good relationship?
Yes, I do agree. But the thing is, football and shopping does exist. So when it do exist, there are chances of it going down. There's chances of it not happening and that's not happening. There's chances of positive and negative things to happen. Therefore, we want it to be positive instead of negative without the proposal you will even have to make it more positive. Right? Speaking of stereotypes, right? I'm sorry that the second speaker didn't get to elaborate, but I'll further elaborate it for you to clarify it, right? On stereotypes itself, I'm sorry, but ladies tend to overthink so much stuff, right? If my husband is not with me when I'm shopping, he's watching football with another lady, and when this happens, as this how it deteriorates the relationship itself. When I'm watching football, when I'm watching football, my wife goes to work, right? My wife goes shopping, and she sees another guy, oh, hot guy, and he likes shopping. Wow, perfect for me. Exactly these are the problems that will occur, that will happen when the husband does not follow the wife or when the wife does not go with the husband. This is why we do not want this platform of wrongdoing, this platform of cheating, ladies and gentlemen. We do not want to allow a wiggle room for the deterioration, the destruction of the relationship itself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of mama stores and credit cards, what makes you think if a guy just gives his credit card to a woman, that is true love? What makes you think that is not fake, ladies and gentlemen? Now, give you my credit card, spend all the money you want. What makes you think that lady doesn't love you for all the money he has? This is what you feel to prove to us, that you want an argument of fake love, and the thing is, what you are saying actually promotes fake love. Why, right? The nature of marriage itself, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you why we should win today's debate, because on the first one we have told you that the reason why we are focusing on these two because we believe that it's the most impactful and important way to promote relationships. Secondly, how it helps family institution, how it brings more mutual understanding and cohesion to the family itself. And last but not least, how it helps society. When we portray a good example, it will help the society, and teenagers will see how actual couples actually treat in real life. Thank you.